So TNA loved their show running angles on pay-per-view. The one on Destination X was the return of Jonny Fairplay.
I didn't mind him on this show. Just, again, a dork.
He did have some funny bits.
Yeah, so he came back and he goes up to Dusty and the girls and he's like, these harlequins, they screwed me. I had the clue I should be here. And they're like, should we give him a chance? And they're like, no. So he just goes around and he's trying to become a manager so he can stick around. And he finds my boys, Lex and Buck, and is like, hey, you guys want to get managed? And they're like, well, we can't get much lower. Maybe we should consider it.
Yeah, so Dusty's like, listen, these two brought in tag teams, so you go find yourself a tag team and you can say. So he approaches AMW and they're like, they apply a saddle to him and then James Storm rides him.
Kinky.
There's a lot of kinky stuff going on.
Put that on the Raven pay-per-view.
He approaches Team Canada, draped in a Canadian flag, and they're like, go away. And then he comes back, it's like, no, hear this. And he's like, oh, Canada.
Oh, Canada.
No.
Home and native land.
He doesn't get that far. He only knows the "Oh Canada" bit before they chase him off.
I like that he went to a team that has a manager.
Yeah, but he was like, you got 5 guys. You can spare 2 for me, right?
Give me A1 and give me Divine.
And injured Johnny Divine. But yeah, as you mentioned, he went to Quartermain and Lovett in the end, and they're like, I guess. You can get us contracts?
They're like, why not? What have we got to lose?
That is your Jonny Fairplay update for the month.
Now...
No, there's one more thing we have to talk about that I forgot about. There's the return of David Young.
Yeah, okay. There's one thing I like in this whole David Young bit, is when, again, he's begging for another opportunity. And, of course, his girl... Trinity comes in and is like, come on, give him one shot.
The NYC lives forever.
Yeah, like, and she, like, if you think about it, she tries to give him a win. Like, she's like, put him against Shark Boy.
Yeah.
Like, he might be able to do it.
And she was right. He did do it.
So I appreciate, there's a couple moments of that. Like, there's a moment where, is it Michael Shane also goes to the back and, like, he talks to Traci specifically?
Yeah.
The girls are in power now and, like, all of their old flames are like, come on. Help us out!
That is also the segment where Michael Shane officially dubs himself Matt Bentley.
Yes.
Which must have been very confusing, but he's not, because he's not like, I'm Matt Bentley now, that's my name. He's like, and you will hear from Matt Bentley. And Traci should have just been like, who?
Well, no, Traci knows. She's like, oh, that's what he calls himself in his free time.
It is his shoot name, so.
Yeah, so, yeah.
She's on very personal terms.
Very. As we've seen from history in the company.
Yeah, on the Go Home show, David Young does defeat Shark Boy with the help of Chris Candido and the Naturals.
Can't wait to see where this is going.
I like the way the last 2 matches on the Go Home show were David Young versus Shark Boy and Apollo versus Lance Hoyt.
This is for us, people who survived 2003.
And the last story. So running through the last few episodes, Dusty has been trying to decide between Trinity and Traci as his special assistant, his secretary, if you will. And he has said that both should go find tag teams, and they can face off, and the winning tag team will determine who will be his secretary.
He's like, listen, we have no tag division. Please go recruit.
There is, like, the worst of the Dusty segments is actually, we didn't mention the Fairplay one, the one where he's like, Fairplay, go get me a tag team. Then Dusty gives Traci a little kiss, and Trinity sits there and sulks. And Dusty's like, let me give you a little sugar too. Once again, a reminder, he's the booker.
They're probably fine with it. Probably.
I
also kind of love them. Like, I think Traci and Trinity are so much fun on these shows.
They should frankly replace Dusty as bookers or as authority
They
figures.
should be co-bookers. They should be co-authority figures. I like this whole storyline. All I want is for Traci and Trinity to end up being like, you know what? We rule. Fuck this guy.